Soren! Soren!
That men acted when the Joker came out. This is my Joker, except I will be so much worse.
Disneyland101, huge Disneyland news. For the first time in Disneyland history, the classic, iconic Mickey floral display out in front of the gates is now Minnie Mouse. Look at her, she's so cute. In celebration of National Women's Month, the iconic Mickey face is now a Minnie face. Here, I'll give you a picture. There we go. I had to make a reservation today to see it for myself. I'm witnessing Disneyland history. It's super, super exciting. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I guess breaking Disneyland news. As you enter the castle into Fantasyland, there's two stores as you enter. The Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique, as many of you know, right here. That's where you get your princess dresses and the like. And to the right of the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique used to be a store that would sell swords and family crests and stuff like that. And then it became a store to sell Christmas merchandise. And as many of my Disneyland followers know, that the now Christmas merchandise is on the store on Main Street, Plaza Point. But so what took over this store? I can't find anyone talking about this, so it must be the first day. This store is going to be called Merlin's Marvelous Miscellany. Can't spell that, but yeah. It's not fully open yet, but that sign came out and new window display. Looks like Merlin's workshop here. So I wonder what's going to be in Merlin's Marvelous Mercenary. I don't know. Let me know what you think. Disneyland101. I'm here actually testing Disney Genie, but before I do that, I thought I would give you a little Disney history lesson here. This little building here, next to the popcorn stand, by Small World. Also, the parade's happening right now, so forgive that. This is one of the few surviving ticket book selling locations. When Disneyland used to sell little tickets for each attraction, they had little buildings throughout the park where you can buy said tickets. If you ran out in the middle of the day and you still wanted to do stuff, you could always come to one of these within each land and get a new ticket. A lot of them are long gone now, but this Fantasyland one still remains. So you still able to get tickets here. I'd like one lightning lane for Indiana Jones, please. Oh, right, it's closed. Follow for more Disney. Welcome to Disneyland101, where I talk about all things Disney history. I know a lot of you have been missing this style of Disney history videos, and honestly, I have too. So I want to do these kind of like in the park, in-person style videos now, so we're going to do that, and I'm going to start with something that's kind of unique and not that many people know about / talk about. I'm a big fan of more of the obscure Disney history stuff that you wouldn't obviously know before, and today I got an interesting one for you. This store is called the Bluebird Shoes for Children, and it was a store for 1 year, opening year 55 to 56 at Disneyland, and it was the only store that sold directly to children. They had different kinds of children's shoes in there. Fortunately, there's not a whole lot of pictures inside anymore. Thank you to Disney History 101 on Instagram for this picture. And here is the building now. See, a lot of the exteriors are exactly the same. But inside now is different kinds of Disney clothes. To the Bowers Museum in Santa Ana to see the Building Disneyland talk featuring legendary Imagineer Bob Gurr. So we came in, this was my seat, and we had an introduction from Justin Scard from Random Land on YouTube, if you know who that is. Good for you. And here's Bob Gurr. Bob Gurr shared amazing stories over his career at Disney. And it was moderated by Tom Morris, a legendary Imagineer of himself as well. They chatted for 2 hours. It was a good time. Here's them reacting to some rare footage of Bob Gurr and a young boy riding a original Autopia car. And here's them reacting to a little bit more of a chubby Bob Gurr picture. And some blueprints from a never-before scene ride that there was going to be planned. It was very, very cool. Overall, a really cool night, and it was awesome to see Bob share so many amazing stories. Disneyland news. So first off, I'm going to talk about Walt Disney World. If you're familiar with Walt Disney World, you know for like the last year and a half they've been doing the 50th anniversary. And they've had the little gold statues out throughout all the 4 parks. And if you wave your magic band during the 50th, they'll do like a special song or they'll speak to you. For the 100th anniversary, there's been a couple different statues and different medallions throughout Disneyland. And just now today, they turned on the magic band feature, similar to the Walt Disney World one. So this is the medallion here, and I'm going to wave my magic band, and it does a little effect. This Mickey statue, which has been in downtown Disney, if you wave in front of it as well.
All the people here today.
It took a second, but it worked, so give it a try if you're down here.
Bag alert, major bag alert. Bag alert,
Who do you think
major
the hottest girl in school is? The Epcot ball?
Well, I like Melanie, and not just because she's pretty. I think
Disneyland 101, where I delve deep in park lore and history. Today's topic, World of Motion, an opening day attraction in Epcot that was around from 1982 to 1996. Early on in Epcot's development, a chance encounter with Disney legend Harper Goff and an executive from General Motors got together to work out a deal for GM to sponsor a pavilion at Epcot. Once it was decided to have a transportation-themed pavilion by GM, Disney Imagineer legend Claude Coates was the first designer brought on. After his initial plans were declined for something more lighthearted, Mark Davis and Ward Kimball were brought in. Very similar to the conflict in designers in the Haunted Mansion, Davis and Kimball were disjointed on whose creative vision took the lead. And while Kimball is credited more with the final project, a lot of Davis's designs and gags made it into the attraction. The attraction was a lighthearted and funny trip through the history of human transportation. Showcasing over 180 animatronics, this ride took you from the dawn of man to the futuristic bubble cars. In an Omnimover ride system, this ride was Epcot's equivalent to Haunted Mansion or Pirates. In 1996, the ride was closed to make way for the original test track, and then it was updated to the current test track in 2012. And although test track is fun, you can never top a good Disney classic dark ride. Thank you for watching, comment any weird Disney history you want to see next, and follow for more.